The search for Savannah's mom now entering its fourth week with still no suspects or signs of Nancy. The Pima County Sheriff calling for patience, saying investigators are still actively working leads, including the suspect's clothes and Walmart backpack, and that unknown mixed DNA found at Nancy Guthrie's property. But the sheriff says when that might lead to IDing a suspect is hard to say, telling NBC News that processing the DNA has been difficult.
Our lab tells us that there's challenges with it, and we understand those challenges. But our lab also knows that the technology is moving so fast and in such a frenzy that they think some of this stuff will resolve itself just in a matter of weeks, months, or maybe a year.
The private lab believed to be working the case has not responded to NBC News' request for comment. And while the sheriff did not elaborate, his department later said, quote, as with any biological evidence, there can be challenges separating DNA, etc. The sheriff's department also acknowledging the suspect captured on the surveillance video outside Nancy's home might have an accomplice, saying investigators are not ruling out the possibility that more than one person may be involved. So joining us now to talk about the case, former FBI Special Agent John Iannarelli. And John, thanks so much for joining us. You know, we are now into week 4, still no sign of Nancy. What are your thoughts at this point?
Well, the FBI and the Sheriff's Department are still looking at all the various leads that have been called in by the public. They're up to somewhere around 30,000 phone calls have reported potential information. That, combined with the DNA analysis, hopefully is going to bring us somewhere in this investigation. It's been a while, but these cases can be complicated.
Yeah, very complicated, tens of thousands of leads, and still it just seems like hitting roadblocks. What do you think investigators mentally are going through right now? Because it's got to be frustrating.
It's certainly frustrating, but the thought of investigators is that for the family and the victim. While investigators may be frustrated, they're also dedicated, and they want to bring this case to a successful resolution for everyone's sake. No one's letting up. The stories that I've heard is about rotating agents and law enforcement personnel in and out so that they can get time to rest, so that they're fully committed and energized in working this investigation.
Yeah, it's got to be around the clock work. The media attention, as we are starting to see, it's starting to fall off. Do you think that this helps or hurts the investigation?
Certainly, they want to keep this in the media's spotlight. The advantage here, of course, is you have a national anchor who's a victim of this crime and that her mother was taken. That will assist in keeping it in the forefront. The more the public is aware, the more there's a chance somebody's going to see something. The individual itself on the video may be recognizable despite the mask and all the heavy clothing, the backpack, the other items somebody may pick up on. Additionally, whoever participated in this is probably acting a bit unusual from their normal character. Think about all the attention the media is giving. He's got to know that law enforcement's closing in and it's only a matter of time. Somebody sees something unusual related to a person they knew that fits the description. Here's the opportunity to pick up the phone, call the FBI, call the Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, people still need to be on the lookout. Former FBI Special Agent John Iannarelli, thank you so much for your time.